Welcome. Today we're diving into the world of work breakdown structure, or WBS, a fundamental tool in project management. WBS helps teams organize and define the total scope of a project by breaking it down into manageable sections. However, while it's a powerful tool, many project managers encounter common challenges when creating and using a WBS. In this video, we'll explore these challenges and, more importantly, discuss practical solutions to overcome them. Let's start by understanding what WBS is and why it's so important for project success. Work breakdown structure is essentially a hierarchical decomposition of the project's deliverables and work. It breaks down complex projects into smaller, more manageable components, making it easier for teams to plan, assign, and track tasks. The WBS serves as the foundation for scheduling, budgeting, and resource allocation. But despite its benefits, many teams struggle with its implementation. Let's look at the first common challenge: lack of clarity in defining deliverable. One of the most frequent issues with WBS is unclear or poorly defined deliverables. When deliverables aren't specific, it leads to confusion, missed tasks, and scope creep. Teams may find themselves working on tasks that don't contribute directly to project goals, wasting valuable time and resources. This lack of clarity can also make it difficult to measure progress or determine when a task is truly complete. So how can teams address this challenge? Overcome unclear deliverables. It's essential to define them using the SMART criteria: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. By making each deliverable clear and concrete, teams can better understand what's expected and how to achieve it. This approach not only reduces ambiguity, but also helps in setting realistic deadlines and allocating resources efficiently. Remember, a well-defined deliverable is the cornerstone of a successful WBS. Another common challenge is creating a WBS that's too detailed. While it's important to break down tasks, going into excessive detail can make the WBS unwieldy and hard to manage. Teams may spend more time updating the WBS than actually working on the project. This can also lead to micromanagement and overwhelm team members with unnecessary information. Striking the right balance is key. Solution is to find the right level of detail for your WBS. Focus on breaking down deliverables just enough to assign responsibility and track progress, but not so much that it becomes a burden. A good rule of thumb is the 80-hour rule. No task should take more than 80 hours to complete. This keeps the WBS manageable and ensures tasks are neither too broad nor too granular. WBS created without input from key stakeholders often misses critical requirements or overlooks important deliverables. This can result in rework, delays, and dissatisfaction among team members or clients. Stakeholder involvement is crucial to ensure the WBS reflects the true scope and expectations of the project. To address this, involve stakeholders early in the WBS development process. Hold workshops or brainstorming sessions to gather their insights and expectations. This collaborative approach ensures that all perspectives are considered, reducing the risk of missing key deliverables and increasing buy-in from everyone involved. Consistency in the WBS structure can create confusion and make it difficult to compare or integrate different parts of the project. For example, some sections may be broken down by phases, while others are by deliverables or functions. This lack of standardization complicates reporting and tracking and can hinder communication within the team. To solve this, establish a standardized format for your WBS. Decide early on whether to organize by deliverables, phases, or functions, and apply this consistently throughout the project. Standardization makes it easier to manage, report, and communicate progress, ensuring everyone is on the same page. Scope creep is a notorious challenge in project management, and a poorly managed WBS can contribute to it. When new tasks or deliverables are added without proper review, the project can quickly spiral out of control. This leads to missed deadlines, budget overruns, and frustrated teams. Implementing a formal change control process is key to preventing scope creep. Any proposed changes to the WBS should be reviewed, approved, and documented. This ensures that only necessary changes are made and everyone understands the impact on the project's timeline and budget. When tasks within the WBS aren't clearly assigned, team members may be unsure of their responsibilities. This can lead to tasks falling through the cracks, duplicated efforts, or confusion about who should take action. Clear ownership is essential for accountability and smooth project execution. To resolve this, assign clear ownership for each task or deliverable in the WBS. Use a responsibility assignment matrix like a RACI chart to define who is responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed. This clarity ensures everyone knows their role and what's expected of them. Sometimes, the WBS isn't properly integrated with the project's schedule. This disconnect makes it hard to track progress, allocate resources, or identify dependencies between tasks. As a result, teams may miss deadlines or overlook critical path activities. The solution is to directly link each WBS element to the project's schedule. This allows for accurate tracking of progress, resource allocation, and identification of task dependencies. Using project management software can help automate this integration and keep everything aligned. A WBS is not a static document. If it's not updated regularly, it quickly becomes outdated and loses its value as a management tool. Teams may end up working with old information, leading to mistakes and inefficiencies. Schedule regular reviews of the WBS throughout the project lifecycle. Update it to reflect changes in scope, resources, or timelines. This keeps the WBS relevant and ensures the team is always working with the most current information. Without the right tools, managing a WBS can be cumbersome, especially for large or complex projects. Manual updates, version control issues, and difficulty sharing information can slow down the team and increase the risk of errors. Adopt project management software that supports WBS creation and maintenance. These tools offer features like drag-and-drop editing, real-time collaboration, and automated updates, making it much easier to manage even the most complex WBS structures. Sometimes, the WBS doesn't align with the project's overall objectives or business goals. This misalignment can result in wasted effort on tasks that don't contribute to the desired outcomes, ultimately affecting project success. Ensure that every element of the WBS is directly linked to the project's objectives and business goals. Regularly review the WBS to confirm alignment and adjust as needed to keep the project on track toward its intended outcomes. If the WBS isn't communicated effectively to the team, misunderstandings and mistakes are likely to occur. Team members may not know what's expected of them, leading to delays and reduced productivity. Make sure the WBS is shared and explained to all team members. Use visual aids, presentations, or workshops to ensure everyone understands their roles and the overall structure. Clear communication is essential for smooth project execution. Overlapping or duplicated tasks within the WBS can lead to confusion, wasted effort, and resource conflicts. This often happens when the WBS isn't reviewed carefully or when multiple people contribute without coordination. Regularly review the WBS for overlapping or duplicated tasks. Assign a WBS coordinator or use software tools to help identify and eliminate redundancies, ensuring efficient use of resources and clear task assignments. A WBS that's too rigid can make it difficult to adapt to changes in project scope or requirements. Projects are dynamic, and the WBS should be flexible enough to accommodate adjustments without causing chaos. Design your WBS with flexibility in mind. Allow for adjustments and updates as the project evolves. Use modular structures or version control to manage changes smoothly, ensuring the WBS remains a useful tool throughout the project. If team members aren't trained in WBS principles and best practices, they may struggle to contribute effectively. This can result in a poorly constructed WBS that doesn't serve the project's needs. Invest in training for your team on WBS concepts and tools. Workshops, online courses, or mentoring can help build the necessary skills, ensuring everyone can contribute to a high-quality WBS. Failing to incorporate lessons learned from previous projects can lead to repeated mistakes in WBS development. Each project offers valuable insights that can improve future WBS structures and processes. Create a process for capturing and applying lessons learned to future WBS development. Hold post-project reviews and maintain a knowledge base of best practices so each new project benefits from past experience. Some WBS structures work well for small projects but don't scale for larger, more complex initiatives. This can lead to management difficulties and loss of control as the project grows. When creating your WBS, consider the potential for project growth. Use a modular design that can be expanded or contracted as needed, ensuring the WBS remains effective regardless of project size. An incomplete WBS fails to capture all necessary tasks and deliverables, leading to missed work and potential project failure. This often happens when the WBS is rushed or not thoroughly reviewed. Conduct a comprehensive review of the WBS with the entire project team. Use checklists and reference similar past projects to ensure all tasks and deliverables are included, reducing the risk of omissions. If the WBS doesn't accurately reflect the work required, it can lead to poor resource allocation. Teams may be overburdened or underutilized, affecting project efficiency and morale. Ensure that resource allocation is directly tied to the WBS. Assign resources based on the actual work required for each task and adjust as the project progresses to maintain balance and efficiency. Without clear milestones in the WBS, it's difficult to track progress or celebrate achievements. Milestones provide motivation and help teams stay focused on key deliverables. Incorporate clear milestones into your WBS. These should represent significant achievements or deliverables, providing checkpoints for the team and helping to maintain momentum throughout the project. A WBS that isn't connected to the project's risk management plan can leave teams unprepared for potential issues. Identifying risks at the WBS level helps in proactive planning and mitigation. Integrate risk identification and mitigation strategies into your WBS. For each major deliverable, assess potential risks and plan responses. This approach helps teams stay prepared and reduces the impact of unexpected issues. If the WBS isn't structured to support reporting requirements, generating status updates or progress reports can be challenging. This can hinder transparency and decision-making. Design your WBS with reporting in mind. Use clear, logical groupings and consistent naming conventions to make it easy to generate reports and track progress at every level of the project. Summary: while work breakdown structure is a powerful tool for project management, it comes with its own set of challenges. By understanding these common pitfalls and applying the solutions we've discussed, you can create a WBS that truly supports your project's success. Remember to define clear deliverables, engage stakeholders, standardize your approach, and keep the WBS flexible and up to date. With these best practices, your projects will be set up for smoother execution and better outcomes.